Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Well, guess what? Breaking news. Breaking news that many were not expecting, and this comes on the heels of some more, news that we weren't, looking forward to yesterday happening with Shelly and Fraser Price pulling out of the 100-meter semifinal. We have some more shocking developments. Guess what? Sherica Jackson has withdrawn from the women's 200-meter heats. Yes, you heard me right. She has pulled out altogether of the women's 200 meters, which means Jamaica has no medal opportunity in the 200 meters at the Paris Olympic Games. Now, this comes on the heels of Sherica Jackson also withdrawing from the women's 100 meters. Prior to the athletic portion of the, events beginning at the Olympic Games, Sherica Jackson did indicate that she will not be taking part in the women's 100 meters, and her spot was taken by Shashali Forbes. Shashali Forbes made it to the semifinal round of the 100 meters with little to no preparation, given the fact that she was only expected to be here for relays. So she was not prepping for any 100-meter individual exploits. But she still did well enough to make it to the semifinal of the 100 meters. But yeah, after Sherica Jackson made that indication that she would not be competing in the 100 meters, she then came out and, spoke to the media. And she said, hey, I'm good. I'm in good shape, right? I'm in good enough shape to run. So I'll be running the 200 meters. That was word coming from Sherica Jackson, as well as, Stephen Francis was saying that if Sherica is asked to run, today she can run. She's in good shape, so forth and so on. Long story short is, word we got from both Sherica Jackson and Stephen Francis, even though Stephen Francis is not her coach, was that Sherica Jackson was good enough, maybe not to perform at her absolute best, but good enough to perform against the field that is there and potentially get her on the podium in the 200 meters. And, to focus solely on the two because they didn't really want to run any risks, to run in the 100 meters and anything to go wrong there. So to focus all the efforts pretty much on the 200 meters, that was pretty much the decision for Shericka Jackson. Well, guess what? Now she has come out, or now news has broken that Shericka Jackson would pull out of the 200 meters because we saw they did not start, right? Next to her name on the 200 meters. As things stand right now, there's still no official word from Sherica Jackson or her camp indicating why she pulled out of the 200 meters. And I think at this particular point, it's going to be interesting because Jamaicans really want to know, if you're good, you're good. If you're not good, why just say you are not good? And I think that's a disconnect a lot of us are having here in the news, that she pulled out. For me personally, even though, the news is surprising, it's not, 100% surprising to me, because when she pulled out of the 100 meters, I did get information that she could potentially pull out of the two as well. You know what I mean? Definitely heard that. But for me personally, Chuck, is when it comes to, listening to the athletes and taking their word at face value, if that's what you say, if you say you're good, I'm expecting that you're good. If you're if, well, Stephen is not your coach, but if one of the coaches at MVP, one of the best coaches in the world, is saying that you're good, then that is the expectation. Both Shericka Jackson and Stephen Francis made indications that we're okay. You know what I mean? We're not going to be running world records, but we're definitely going to be good enough to run and compete well enough in the 200 meters. And she pulled out of the 200 meters, which is a clear indication that all is not well. And given, the sequence of events that we saw, it seems as though, one, she suffered an injury earlier on in the season, right? One, that we didn't really know about, or one that wasn't reported, which is why her season got off so slow. And two, when you think about the setback that she also faced in her last 200 meters in Hungary, that seemed to be more than a cramp as well, given, what we recently noticed, her pulling out of the 100 meters and also pulling out of the 200 meters. So that is where we stand right now with Shericka Jackson. No competition for her in either of the sprint events. And this is possibly the first time in, decades that Jamaica will have, well, not possibly, this is going to be, because, not to, speak down on any of our other athletes that are competing, but given the field in the 200 meters, there isn't an expectation, in my opinion, for these athletes to medal, given the fact that Julian Alfred looks so awesome. Also Gabby Thomas looks great in the 200 meters. I'm not really having any expectations that our athletes will medal. I do expect that they will run their best. At the Olympic Games, we will get personal best from them, but I don't think it will be good enough for a medal. That being said, It's going to be the first time in decades that Jamaica, one, doesn't get medals in the 100 meters and also in the 200 meters. Now, what does this mean for Jamaica as well and the medal hopes? Well, I had 17 medals to start with, right? And incidentally, I had two in the 100 meters and one in the 200 meters. One coming from Sherica Jackson and one from potentially from Shelly or Tia. That didn't, materialize given the fact that, Shelly pulled out of the 100 meters because of all that debacle that happened there where she was, barred from entering the warm up track in time, seemingly leading to an injury for her. And then, of course, Tia unfortunately slipped in her final run and didn't get, her best performance. But we're so appreciative seeing a 19-year-old on such a big stage that we can't wait to see what she does in the future, once, she's more seasoned, right? That being said, guys, no medal in the 200 as well, so that's three medals that you can subtract from my medal list, right? But I will add one given the fact that I didn't have Rajinja Campbell medaling, and we have two medals now. We have Shanika Ricketts with a silver medal in the triple jump and Rajinja with a bronze medal in the shot put. I didn't have Rajinja's medal, so right now the medals, as it stands right now for me, is at 15, right? That is where we are right now. So, given everything that is happening right now, track is, I mean, Jamaica is not on target to do what we were hoping, or at least what I was hoping. And a lot of people also had, 18 medals, a lot more medals as well for Team Jamaica. Some had less than 10, right? Even, earlier somebody was saying to me that Jamaica is going to go with maybe 6 medals, right? I'm hoping not, right? So far though, all the other athletes look like they're on trajectory to do well in their other events. So let's see how it goes for Team Jamaica. But this is definitely crushing in this moment to hear that Sherica Jackson has withdrawn. And I think we definitely deserve a response again, given the fact that intentions were made when you came out and told us that you're good. You could have just said from the get-go that you're not good. I don't see anything wrong with athletes saying they're not good. Actually, I appreciate it even more because that allows me to set my expectations for these athletes. If I know you're not good, I'm going to be like, okay, that's good. It's sport. You're not going to always be 100%, in my opinion. So that expectation will be there. And we're like, all right, we'll see the next time around when you get to a championship. But we weren't given that opportunity. And I'm trying to figure out why. I don't know if it has something to do with sponsorship deals. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why the athletes choose to hide these things. I'm not sure. But check is, long story short, given that Shericka pulled out, clearly she's not 100%. I want to end by saying I'm wishing Shericka the best of health, right? Physically and also mentally, because she spoke to her mental health as well when she did come out, when she talked about withdrawing out of the 100 meters, right? So there's that concern as well when it comes to a Sherica Jackson. Anyway, Chuck is that's it for my update for the women's 200 meters. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So Sherica Jackson pulls out of the 200 meters. What were your thoughts? Did you think that she would pull out? Were you one of the ones that felt the vibe that she would pull out, or did you trust that she was good given the fact that Sherica Jackson herself and Tim Francis said she was good? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.